What's up, guys? Death Advice here from Esoarmy.com. Today we're going to talk about stealing armor. Again, we are in the Aldemary Dominion. This is the starting location for people who are in the Aldemary Dominion. For those folks in Daggerfall or Ebonheart Pack, I'm not too sure exactly where you can go to do this, but every location is basically the same. You can go find a place to steal some stuff and deconstruct it, and you should be good to go. Like I said in my other videos, the cool thing about stealing in this game, there's no karma system really. There is a penalty for getting caught. If you get caught, you can, the worst that can happen is you get killed, you lose all your items, or you have to pay a fine or something like that. And then you could just start over. There's no long-term penalty system. So it's not like the old Fable games where you grow horns every time you do something bad. In this game, you actually get rewarded for doing things bad. There's a Ledgerman is a skill line that you can increase by stealing things. And so I got two spots. It's a primary spot and a secondary spot. The primary spot is my favorite. However, there are a couple stipulations. I am recording this video live time, so you'll be able to see exactly how long it takes to do this whole process from beginning to end. So this is real time, without any pauses in it. And then, so my first spot, there's a couple stipulations. You're going to have to kill a couple enemies. You probably want to be a level 25 or higher, and that's if you got a good character with a lot of DPS. And then you can't have liberated the town. So there's a quest line here, and if you've gone into the town and you've done the quest, you're not going to be able to go back and undo it and access what I'm about to show you. So you're definitely going to have to start another character if you've already liberated in order to do the process I'm showing you. Or just don't do the quest if you haven't done it yet, and which is what I recommend. I got a V16 and I haven't done the quest yet, just because of this whole reason. For doing so is so I can have access to armor and materials that I need to craft stuff for myself. And then the alternate spot that I'm going to show you is simple. It's easy to get to. You can just group up with someone that has a location already memorized, and then you can travel to them, and then you can get there and there's no resistance. Sort of the same process that I'm getting ready to show you. So our first location, this is the primary spot. This is in Malabal Tor. And we're going to go there real quick. This is the one I was talking about, that if you've already liberated the town, you're not going to have access to this. Now you can travel there with me, for instance, and because I haven't done the quest, when I go into the town and you follow me in, I'm going to disappear. Your town's going to look different than my town because I haven't done the quest. If you haven't done the quest, we'll be able to see each other, and then you'll have access to it just like this. Again, this is being recorded around 9 o'clock at night, so that's Central Time. So the load times are going to be kind of long, especially when traveling from one location on the map to a separate location on the map. For the entire process that I'm getting ready to show you, it does require logging in and logging out. But the load times shouldn't be that long. Okay, so this is the place. What we're going to do is we're coming off the way shrine. You're going to have some enemies. Normally there's enemies right here, and they are here. I'm just going to neutralize this little threat. And you can see these are level 32 characters. So based on your experience in the gameplay, you can actually skate past these first couple dudes if you want. And I'll show you the location we're trying to get to. But at the location we're trying to get to, which is this little shop right here, 3 enemies spawn in front of it. And there's one right there. There probably should be 2 other enemies here that will come shortly. There they are. So I'll just kill all 3 of these guys real quick. So that might be your highest threat in this location. But this shop is the mecca of all stolen goods per se. light, medium, heavy, all in one place. I'm going to go into first person mode and show you exactly how much I'm picking up here. So real quick, I'll go to my inventory, and so far I've only picked up one Void Steel helmet, and my capacity, my capacity was 80 out of 200, and I'll show you real quick how many items that we can acquire in this single spot. And so the whole point is to come over here, loot this entire location. You could do it from the outside just like I'm doing it, kind of walk up to the edge. These things are kind of tricky. To me, it's a lot better if you go into first person mode, just like on my other videos. I can target the items that I'm looking to steal a lot better. I've never been able to pick this helmet, that helmet right there. I've never been able to pick that one up for whatever reason. There's a piece of wood for a shield. You can pick that up, grab that stuff, and you can see here how fast this is, just picking up all these little pieces left and right. And again, this stuff, it scales to your level. So right now I'm a V16. The only level that it doesn't scale to is once you get past level 14, 15, and 16 with the new materials, the rubidoux, ingots, leather, ancestor silk. It does not scale to that. So the highest you're going to be able to get is level 14 materials, which is Void Steel ingots and some shadow hide and stuff like that. So I've already picked up everything there. I'm just going to go back into third person so I can show you what I got going on. I'm going to go over here. Here are the deconstruction locations. Super simple. And even before I deconstruct, there's a couple little things around the tables that I can pick up. More iron, a couple more pieces of armor, another bow, wood. This rack normally has a bunch of iron on it and steel. And so before I started, I had 80. I haven't missed anything. I had 80 out of 200, so we're going to look at it real quick. And right now I'm at 137 out of 200. So you can see how easily, if I log in and log out right now, which I'm going to do real quick. Normally I like to go behind the building, that way there's no threat when I log back in. So again, this is real time. I'm going to take you through the entire process of what I do. So you just see me loot everything, and we're going to see how much actually I get. Now this is a hazardous area. It's not a safe zone. So there is a 9-second countdown, which we just waded through, and then the entire process for logging out and then logging back into the same character. If you just click the button, normally it's about 30 seconds. So, and there we go. I'm just going to click that button and go right back into it. There are some other places, some other people had suggested that from that location we were just at, if we ran over to the Thieves' Den and dropped down in the hole and turn around and come back out of the Thieves' Den, I'll show you where that's at real quick. Some people have suggested that that's a little quicker. I find this to be the quickest way. I take everything, I run behind the tent, I log out, log right back in, and then I take everything again. Now I had a lot of inventory space, at least 120 slots, and just doing this twice, chances are I'm probably going to fill most of that. You are going to need four slots available whenever you get ready to deconstruct this stuff. At least 4 empty slots, or it's not going to let you deconstruct the items. Again, this is another one of those busy nights where it's taking a little longer than expected. If I get this may be an unusually long load time. Normally right after it shows that, it logs me in, but that tells me that the servers are pretty loaded at that time. I don't know, has anyone ever experienced this where it loads you twice? If you get to this point, you may not know this, if you hit the select button twice, it'll actually back you out of that. So like if if you're traveling from way shrine to way shrine and something's happening where it's taking too long, if you just go in there and hit your select button twice, it'll void that travel and bring you back to your starting location. So here we are, everything's back again. I'm just going to grab all this stuff. We can see what just a few minutes of my time is going to yield. Grab all this leather. The right side is the heavy. You can actually focus on the things you're looking for. So if you're looking for specifically for light items, it's so easy just to come in here, go to the left side of this little shop and just take all the light items on this side, log out, log back in, and then just take the light items again so that I can focus on shadow spun or something like that, if that's what I was looking to do. There, right here in front of this this construction station, there are sometimes bad guys that spawn here, so keep that in mind if you are using this location to deconstruct your items, which I suggest. That way, if you ever get caught or anything like that, everything's deconstructed. Once you deconstruct the items, the material is no longer considered stolen, so you do not have to worry about losing your items. Now, you're not going to be able to do this if you've already liberated the town. You're going to have folks, guards walking around. You'll get caught and lose everything you got. So we're going to go to the inventory real quick. I'm at 192 out of 200, and we started at 80 out of 200. So I've gotten over 100 items so far. And then simply, I come in here, go to deconstruct, and I go down the line. And this was all real time, and we're going to see what this yields for us. It's awesome how the train decides to pass the house when I start recording. I don't know if you can hear that in the back. It's nothing like the sound of a train. So you can see we've picked up a lot of stuff in the little time so far. I have the video time count on my screen of how long I've been recording, but tap the buttons here real quick and try to get through all of this. So right there in the top corner, you can see we got one stack, 224 steel ingots. And that was just with one rotation logging out and logging back in. And that took us about, I don't know, 2 minutes from start to finish. Once I start stealing the items, to steal everything, log out, takes about 30 seconds, and logging out, log back in, and then another 2 minutes or whatever, stealing the items again. And I can promise you that I got just about as much light armor and medium armor as I did heavy. So we're talking a stack of iron, a stack of medium grade material, and a stack of light material just in that time. If I sat here and I spent a lot of time at this location, I could definitely get a lot of materials and then turn that into money or whatever I needed to do. Real quick, I'll show you the other location that some people say you steal the items and then you make your way over here to the side. This is the thieves' den. I'll just show you the entrance. It's on the ground right here. Outlaw, refugees, whatever you want to call it. They say if you go in that hole and come right back out, some people say that's faster to reset the area. But my personal preference, if you're logging out and you're logging back in for whatever reason, you might as well log out and log in versus going through that whole, there's still a load time. All right, that was location number 1. So secondary location. This is the place, Velnharmer is where we're at right now. This is the place in Malabau Tor that you have to have stipulations to get here. You gotta fight enemies, you gotta have not completed the quest here, and then but this is, in my opinion, the most lucrative site in the entire game for getting materials. And then my alternate location, which is Eldenroot. I don't know if you've ever been here. If you haven't, this is the preferred place, I believe, in the entire game where people come here to make money. It's kind of like the Wall Street of Temriel or Elder Scrolls. Everyone comes here, they buy, they sell, they trade. It's all inside the tree, and it's in a safe location. Everything is extremely convenient if you haven't been here. So chances are, whenever you're first starting a game, if you're just trying to find a location where you're not going to get killed and stuff like that, and you still want to go ahead and find materials for armor, this is the location you want to go if you're not looking to fight. You're not going to get as much as I did just now doing one run on this server, but the benefit is almost everybody in the game's been here that's level 20 and higher, so you can actually come off the boat when you start the game. Man, these servers are kicking tonight. Load times, these are getting ridiculously long. Well, if you come here, basically get in a group with somebody, travel to that person, or have them come here and then travel to that person. You can also travel to someone who's in your guild that that's at this location. So this is the place for the light armor. I'll give you a couple hints about it. This guy always moves his tail when he's getting ready to turn around. There's always someone that walks up on this side, and then a guard comes across the bridge. If you get caught still in here, don't freak out. Just kind of jump over this table and run back that way. And again, the same kind of rules apply. You just go hidden as soon as it says hidden. Look around and then start grabbing things. See that guard? I almost didn't see him, and I almost picked up that item right there, and he would have detected me, and then all the stuff that I had picked up from the other location that I had not deconstructed yet, I would have lost it. Chances are I probably would have ran away and got away from him, but that's not a chance I want to take. And this side, so this side is the one for the light armor, and then you take all of that stuff, right? Once you take all that, come to this side, and then you got some heavy armor right here. Take all of this, and then if you can sneak behind it, you got a couple more pieces of medium armor back here. And then if you can sneak behind there, there's a couple more pieces of bows and wood over here. Now, doing all this, taking stuff from these locations, because there's so many people here, it's kind of risky. So if I squat down right here, it's automatically going to say I'm detected because this guard right here. But once that guard goes away, I could start taking things again. But this lady right here turns around all the time. So just one of those things you got to look out for. And basically that's it. Steal these things, go to a deconstruction or a crafting table and start deconstructing that stuff and get those materials and make those cells, whatever you need to do your daily writs. You know, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy showing you guys. I'm going to continue this series and show you some other helpful hints and tips and maybe some exploits that we have on the map. Here's an older map. I'll show you how much we get invested in this stuff. We got maps with lines, and we've been doing this from day one. A lot of this stuff is old and antiquated. Some of these glitches that we found out a long time ago no longer work after the update, but we're continually finding or defining alternate exploits in the game daily, and we're going to push them out to you, you know. And then once the game makers see these videos, they'll fix it, and then we'll find the next update. They'll find the next exploit in the next update. So hope you enjoyed it. If you get a chance, hit us up at esoarmy.com Let me go ahead and throw that website up there for you. Yeah, go to the website right here, click on rank info. It'll tell you a little bit about our guild and what it takes to get promoted and what we have to offer, some of the benefits of being in our guild. If you want a guild invite, just hit this guild invite button right there on the left. Send me an email, tell me who you are, what you have to offer to the guild, whether you're a provisioner, crafter, whatever the case may be. If you just love doing PvP and you want to be a part of something great, hit me up. Don't forget to leave your gamer tag, and this is the Xbox One console, Xbox Live. Don't forget to leave your gamer tag. Some people send me messages like, hey, I want to join your guild, and then it has their name in the email, but it doesn't have their gamer tag, so I'm not sure who to send the request to. You can check out our YouTube channel. If you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. We also have the Facebook channel. We got Google+. We have Twitch, Twitter. If you follow us on Twitter, we also update the Twitter with our links of our videos. Every time we do live streams, we do a nightly meeting. We try to do our nightly meetings every night, 9 p.m. Central, in guild chat, so people can stay informed, they stay updated. When we get ready to do our trials and dungeons like that, we try to get as much people involved as possible. And check out our social media. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, hope you enjoyed it. Death Advice out.